Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. One Earth, one family, one future.
Hello and welcome back to the Ministry of INB's podcast series on India's G20 presidency. In the previous episode, we brought to you the key points from the first Development Working Group meeting and the first Finance and Central Deputies meeting. And now, in today's podcast, we'll be covering the highlights from the first G20 Global Partnership for Financial Inclusion GPFI meeting. The first GPFI meeting under India's G20 presidency took place from January 9 to 11, 2023 in Kolkata, West Bengal. The meeting brought together GPFI member countries, guest countries, and international organizations, all invited by India, to advance discussions on financial inclusion. The first day of the meeting started with a symposium on unlocking the potentials of digital public infrastructure for advancing financial inclusion and productivity gains. It also included an exhibition on digital innovations for financial inclusion. The exhibition showcased India's achievements and efforts in digital financial inclusion and innovative financial system architecture, emerging technologies, and digital literacy awareness. The GPFI plenary sessions began on the second day, which were opened by Sri Arjun Munda, the Union Minister of Tribal Affairs. Day 2 had 3 sessions on topics such as leveraging digital public infrastructure for financial inclusion and productivity gains, progressing towards reducing cost of remittances, and assessing progress in implementing of high-level principles. A Jan Bhagidari initiative involving a seminar on financial literacy was also held, attended by over 1,800 students. The seminar aimed to educate school students on banking, digital payments, insurance, investment, fraud protection, and grievance redressal. The final day of the GPFI meeting featured 3 more sessions on finance for small and medium-sized enterprises, building pathways for advancing financial inclusion and productivity gains through new Financial Inclusion Action Plan, and GPFI process and areas for streamlining. During this meeting, G20 delegates also witnessed a spectacular light and sound show on India's struggle against colonialism and contribution of Indian heroes to the independence movement. Further, an excursion to the iconic Victoria Memorial wrapped up the 3-day GPFI meet. That concludes our rundown of the highlights from the first G20 Global Partnership for Financial Inclusion meeting. Stay tuned for our next installment, where we'll delve into the first Infrastructure Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency.